I used to think growth was a doorway, one you walk through once, close behind you, and never look back. But becoming is a pilgrimage, a lifetime of shedding skins that were never mine to carry, a lifetime of returning to myself after every storm tried to rename me. And somewhere between the breaking and the rebuilding, I learned the truth. I'm not who I was, and that's my superpower. It didn't come with fireworks, it came with exhaustion, a bone deep tired that felt like my spirit was dragging a history that no longer fit my future. I was standing in a room full of people who loved the version of me that kept shrinking to make them comfortable. And I heard myself laugh, that polite practice, don't rock the boat laugh. And something inside me whispered, this ain't you anymore. I felt the weight of every time I settled for crumbs and called it a feast. Every time I let someone else's comfort, I prank my calling. Every time I swallow my truth to keep the peace in rooms that never offered me any. And right there, in the middle of pretending, I felt my soul rise up and say, you deserve better, you deserve softness, you deserve reciprocity, you deserve you. That was the day I stopped negotiating with my own worth. I didn't just change, I held funerals. I buried the habit of over-explaining. I buried the reflex to apologize for needing rest. I buried the version of me that mistook chaos for passion and inconsistency for love. I laid to rest the girl who thought survival was her only gift. I kissed her forehead, thanked her for getting me this far, and told her she could finally sit down. Then I planted new rituals. Rest without guilt, boundaries without trembling, joy without permission, healing without hiding. I watered them with tears I used to be ashamed of. I fed them with prayers I whispered when nobody was listening. And slowly, quietly, I bloomed into someone I didn't have to betray to love. Some people were chapters, some were lessons, some were mirrors, showing me who I refused to be again. I outgrew the ones who only clapped when I was struggling. I outgrew the ones who needed me broken to feel whole. I outgrew the ones who loved the idea of me, but never honored the reality. I didn't slam doors, I didn't curse their names, I just rose and the altitude did the separating. Elevation has a way of revealing who is holding you and who is holding you back. And for the first time in my life, I didn't shrink to keep anyone comfortable. I didn't dim to keep anyone calm. I didn't apologize for choosing myself. I simply said, if my healing offends you, you were never for me. I'm not who I was, and that's my superpower. I'm not who I was, I'm rising by the hour. I'm not who I was, I'm still becoming me, becoming free, becoming whole, becoming everything my spirit said I'd be. See, transformation didn't make me perfect. It made me honest. It made me brave enough to look at my reflection and see possibility instead of punishment. I'm not done becoming, I'm not done unfolding, I'm not done stepping into rooms my old self would have tiptoed around. Every day I wake up, I choose the version of me that honors the journey and refuses to return to the places that nearly broke me. My superpower isn't the glow up, it's the grit, it's the grace, it's the courage to say I'm not who I was, and I'm not finished yet. So let the world adjust, let the past stay where it is. Let the old stories fade like smoke from a fire that no longer warms me. I am the evolution, the answered prayer, the walking testimony of a woman who refused to stay small. And baby, I'm still rising, still blooming, still becoming. Because I'm not who I was, and that's my superpower.